Welcome back to another Khador, I guess Warjack review this time. I'm going to be wrapping up the Warjacks in this episode. If my phone decides to work and I can bring up War Room. Actually, it was just up, not unlocking because sometimes phones are just stupid and freeze. I'm going to start with Clamjacks in this one because Clamjacks are fucking cool. They had quite a bit of changes to them. They're now speed 4, strength 12, mat 6, rat 4, defense 10, armor 23, not 25. I'll get to that. Their fists are still PNS 16, but they are now range 1, which is very cool. The same 34 typical Khador grid. They used to cost 9 points, they are now 14. Which, if you would just simply double the points, would mean they would have been 18. So that's a good discount for them. So you might be freaking out at that 23 though. The way Armor Shell is now written, if this model makes an attack other than a headbutt, slam, or trample power attack, its base armor is 19 until the start of its next activation. That's really fucking good. So now it's kind of, higher ceiling or lower ceiling, higher floor. Before, well, one of its arm systems is crippled. Its armor goes down to 21. Well, both are crippled. It goes down to 17. That's gone. So its arms always provide extra armor, cripple or no cripple. If the model makes an attack, its base armor is 17 as well. So it doesn't go down to 17. Well, if you open it up, it's so easy to kill because defense 10, armor 17 is easy to destroy. Now at 19, it can actually take some attacks, so you can afford to attack with it more. And if it takes attacks and its arms are crippled, you shell it back up and it's back up to 23. So that's a win. Now, it didn't used to say all that stuff about the headbutt, slam, trample, but that was all errata, and the cards never got updated before, so we can make attacks with it while keeping it 23, and they're pretty cheap, and that's pretty awesome. It still has bulldoze, where you can push a model 2 inches directly away once during a move, outside of a trample, and it still has Rain of Death. Rain of Death is still a star action. You don't need a target. Models base to base with it suffer a POW 18, just like before. Other models within 3 inches suffer a POW 9. But then in addition to that, it gained steady and sturdy, so you cannot knock it down or push it, which makes a lot of sense. So I think overall, even though we lost 2 armor, the fact that you can't cripple its arms, and the fact that you can open it up and it's still 19, not 17, and adding steady and sturdy, I think it's a win. And the fact that we can power more of these guys, they're going to be even better at holding zones with steady and sturdy. I mean, it's already hard as hell to kill these guys, and now they get that. I'm pretty happy with that. So the next clam would be our Demolisher. The Demolisher, speed 4, strength 12, mat 6, rat 4, defense 10, armor 23, just the same. Its shoulder cannon is now slightly worse, oddly enough. It's AoE 3, POW 15, where it used to be AoE 4, POW 15, still range 8, still 2 of them. The fists are the same, PNS 16, but 1 inch instead of half inch now, same damage grid. It is 16 points where it used to be 9. So, again, a discount, but not as much as the other I just covered. Armored Shell is the same as the Devastator Bulldoze. It still has girded, so friendly models base to base, and that model do not suffer blast damage, although I don't think there's a lot of blast damage that can crack armor 23. Maybe armor 18 with some boosted blast damage, but probably not. Well, I guess, yeah, if you had like some high explosive 10 with 3 die, you could. Steady and sturdy. So, the weird thing about this it used to be, I think it used to be the same cost as a Destroyer at 9, and now it's, or sorry, Devastator, yeah. That and the Devastator used to be the same point cost, now it's 2 points more. And I guess it makes sense with the ranged guns, it should be. It doesn't have Rain of Death, but, and the guns went down a little bit, where most of our guns went up. But it's still really damn good. Then the last of our Clamjacks is the Spriggan. The Spriggan is now Strength 4, or sorry, Speed 4, Strength 12, Mat 6, Rat 4, Defense 10, Armor 19. It has the grenade launchers 2 times. They are the exact same. Range 10, rate of fire 1, AoE 3, POW 10. The shield gives you +2 armor, so it puts you at 21, and it's PNS 14, range 1 now. The lance is still range 2, PNS 18. Same damage grid. It used to be 10 points, now it's 19, so it got a very little discount for most of the jacks. And I think that's the thing that's going to kind of hurt the Spriggan as the cost. Still has Bulldoze. It now has Steady, but not Sturdy like the other clams, which makes sense. It's not a full clam like them. The Grenade Launcher still has Arcing Fire and still has Targeting Flare. Instead of making an attack with this weapon, you place a 3-inch AoE anywhere completely within 10 inches of this model, with a center point in this model's line of sight, ignoring intervening models. While a model is within the AoE, it loses stealth. It used to lose camouflage and stealth, but camouflage is gone. Models can ignore cloud effects while determining line of sight to it. The AoE remains in play for 1 turn. That's the same, and you still have powerful charge. So the Spriggan really didn't change at all, and it didn't really go down in point cost. It gained Steady. That's the only change to it, and it remained really expensive. So the Spriggan used to be a really great, one of our better Khador jacks, mainly because of reach, but powerful charge really helped it hit. Our Juggernauts and so many of our jacks got the +1 mat, and this did not get the the Clamjacks did not get that, and the other Clamjacks kind of got that better armor status, while the Spriggan stayed the same. And he didn't get a big point cost reduction either. But then, in a couple videos ago, I covered Torch, who also has those grenade launchers. He doesn't have reach, but he's got a lot of other weapons. And Torch is a point less than the Spriggan. He doesn't have the reach once again, but he's got more attacks. He's got the spray, the Ripsaw's sustained attack, even though it's 1 less PNS. He's got, Pathfinder. So, Assault, again, getting more attacks out. Torch just seems, for 1 point less, he seems a better toolkit than Spriggan now. And Torch doesn't have that shield, but he's just always 20. So I don't know, it seems like Spriggan's going to see a little less play in this version, mainly on the point cost of him, because so many other jacks went down and he did not. Anyways, after that, let's just jump over to the Juggernaut. It's about time I cover the Juggernaut. So the Juggernaut is kind of like the gold standard for a lot of jacks, people are calling it now. I mean, a lot of other factions have jacks similar to this. But, so Speed 4, Strength 12, Mat 7 instead of 6, which is a big deal. Once again, I've covered that in a bunch of them. Rat 4, Defense 10, Armor 20. His Open Fist is same PNS 15, but it's now 1-inch reach like all jack attacks. In the axe is also 1-inch, PNS 19, same damage grid. He used to be 7 points and now he's 12. So if it just went straight up, that would have been 14, so 2 points less, but That's pretty impressive for him. The back of his card is the same, just critical freeze on the axe, but a PNS 19 Jack for 12 points, and the fact that his mat went up to 7 is a big deal, so he can hit a lot easier. That's pretty huge. And you can field a lot of these guys. You know, you can take 2 of them for 24 points, and most casters have quite a few points. Well, not quite a few, but points left over. So it's easy to field like 3 of these guys, and that's a lot of armor. That's a lot of hitting power with that axe. And we do have ways to boost that damage up. I mean, what else is there to say except he's just fucking phenomenal? You know, that kind of power in those kind of boxes for that point cost is just a win. I mean, he used to already be fairly decent in Mark II because of his power for point cost, and that just got better. He can hit better, so it's just kind of a win everywhere. Next, I'm going to go over the Decimator. The Decimator, again, speed 4, strength 12, mat 7 instead of 6, like all of them. Rat 4, defense 10, armor 20. His gun is still range 10, rate of fire 2, POW 15. But with the new rules, rate of fire now does not require focus to be spent. So the Decimator can just now make 2 shots instead of 1 shot and then buy another shot. The Ripsaw went down 1. It used to be PNS 18. It's now 17, but it did gain half an inch range. Same boxes. Point cost, he used to be 9. He's now 16, so he went down a little bit. Not a lot. Beat back on the Dozer. Immediately after a basic attack with his weapon resolving during its combat action, an enemy model hit can be pushed directly away, and then you can move up that inch towards it. And then sustained attack on the Ripsaw so you can keep hitting. The good thing about the Decimator now is with the 1 free focus and you don't have to buy for that second attack, you can actually get off his shots a lot easier. So if you do fully load him up for 2 focus, which would have used to been 3, you can now take 2 shots fully boosted attack and damage rolls. Wait. You would only actually need 2. No, you would need 4 focus for that. That's just 3. I'm sorry. But you can boost a lot of his hits, basically. And it makes him a better gun platform. I still don't think for 16 points it's phenomenal, but it's a lot more focus efficient and quite a bit better. So I think we'll see more play with this as well. Next we have our Destroyer. The Destroyer is speed 4, strength 12, mat 7 instead of 6, like all these. Rat 4, defense 10, armor 20. The Bombard used to be range 14, AoE 3, POW 14. Now it's the same except AoE 4, which is great. The Axe is PNS 17, which is okay. Same damage grid of 34 boxes. Used to be 9, now 16, so kind of the same 1 point Mark II or 2 point Mark III discount. Arcing Fire still, and critical amputation on the Axe. I don't know if we're going to see these guys that much, because if we want to run that ranged game, I mean, Black Ivan is more money, more points, but he's so much better because he increased Rat, and is Black Ivy even that much more points in this? Yeah, 3 more points for Black Ivan just seems worth it. Now, Black Ivan's a character, but I don't see many people running multiple Destroyers. Yeah, I mean, they'll get some play, but they just kind of got a small jump there. Next is our Marauder. I think these guys are going to see more play. Speed 4, strength 12, mat 7 instead of 6, like everyone, defense 10, armor 20, blah, blah, blah. The Rams are PNS 16 like they were before, but now range 1. It's still pillow fisted, but that's okay for what he does. He used to be 7 points, which would be 14 points if you would go to that straight times 2, which we all know isn't. But it's now piece cost 10, which is really fucking cheap for this damage grid. That's a lot of armor for 10 points. Now, he's not quite as cool as the Juggernaut, but what is cool is, since we're going to see more jacks, his slamming might become more relevant, and for 10 points in the Clamjack, yeah. Now, he's also got his combo smite, so he also had that before, but this model hit is slammed. The model hit is slam D6 directly away from this model. If the model hit has a larger base than the attacking model, it's moved only half the distance. When resolving damage for this attack, the model hit suffers the damage roll with POW equal to strength of this model plus twice the power of the weapon. The power of the collateral damage is the strength of this model. So that puts him at PNS 20 on his combo smite, and you add a slam to it, and he's strength 12, so that's decent for the power of that. He also gained additional die to damage rolls against structures. We'll see if that actually comes in handy or not. But basically, you send this guy out and just go around slamming people around for a slam bot. I mean, that's really all he is, but at 10 points, that's really dirt cheap. Like, really, really dirt cheap. And yeah, that's basically what you use this guy for, and he's pretty great at it. So not much more to say about him, but I think his point cost is going to make him C-list, because again, 10 points is really, really cheap. And that's it. That's all of our Khador jacks. I have now covered them all. Just making one more list or look through to make sure I didn't miss anything. I do not believe I did. But our jacks got a lot better, mainly because a lot of them got a lot more focus efficient, which is something we needed. We still don't really have focus help, but we do have focus efficiency now. The increased mat on so many of our jacks outside of our berserkers and clams is a huge help making them more efficient. But also a lot of defenses went down. Kayazi went down from 14 to 13. It seems like just about every unit that was 14 or 15, even a lot of the solos, went down a notch in defense. So defenses got lower. Camouflage went away, and a lot of your big defensive buffs, like Iron Flesh is not armor, not defense, went away. So hitting is easier in general, and we got a general mat increase on most of our jacks. So I think our jacks are going to be a lot more efficient, and then kind of like that Butcher 3 list, when you can bring 3 Khador jacks before and actually kind of run them, it was just a hard piece trade for the enemies because it was just so much armor to chew through. Other factions jacks are not armor 20 with 34 boxes. So if we can bring 3 or 4 of these and piece trade smartly, that really is in our favor. Especially because we have some pretty good survivable casters on top of that. And we have a lot of infantry that can still really take care of jacks as well. So if we can take out enemy infantry with if we can take out enemy jacks with some of our infantry, it's going to really start to swing the game in our favor, where our jacks can start to really roll in, because it's going to be hard to take care of all that armor if you don't have heavies to deal with them. So yeah, that is all them. Next, I will probably just keep going in order of War Room and go on to solos. Maybe I'll include the battle engine with solos. I probably should have put that in this video with the jacks, but I didn't. But anyways, thanks for watching, everyone. This one was a bit shorter, so I will see you later. Bye.